All right, Acadiana, look at our heat dome that is building and is going to bring us those high temperatures over the next couple of days. Still some storm activity on the west side of that high, but that big ridge is going to build in, suppress the air, compress the air, make it incredibly hot for us here in Acadiana over the next couple of days. We don't have any advisories right now. All of our neighbors do, but we were just under that criteria with the highest heat index values I saw being 106, where the threshold for them to issue those excessive warnings is 108. Now, what does the graph expect over the next couple of days going through tonight? Activity calms down as that high really builds in and gets centered over Acadiana. You can see it here. You can see the motion of the wind moving and flowing around that big heat dome. You can see that circular nature of the winds. So that will warm us up. Those temperatures getting into the triple-digit heat index. And then Tuesday, as we go into the afternoon, still clear, but we've got some northerly flow, which should be nice. It'll be hot air, but it ideally begins to dry us out just a tad. And then as we go into Wednesday from Tuesday night, storms are returning and they'll make their way through because that dome of high pressure will build over us, but it will quickly move to the west over Texas. So then once we're on the other side of it, we'll catch the rain and it'll come back. That's CPC having us hatched in for those higher than normal temperatures. Average this time of year is about 95 degrees. We'll be closer to the 98, 99. Wait until you see this heat index. You need to take heat safety incredibly seriously. Be careful about outdoor activities, how long you're outside. Make sure you're hydrated. This is Monday. Look at these values: 105 Kaplan, 105 in Abbeville, Morgan City, 106 degrees. These are your feels like temperatures. So when you pull out that weather app on your phone and it's saying 99, it's hotter than that because you have to factor in the moisture. Tuesday will be the day we see the highest temperatures. Look at this with Abbeville 110, Morgan City 109. This will be our hottest day as that dome of pressure sits right over us, but then it'll cool off as rains return into Wednesday. So it'll be a miserable couple of days, but it won't last very long. Tonight, not much to worry about. It's our day of calmer weather. Temperatures falling into 74. That's our average overnight low for Louisiana this time of year. And then tomorrow, clouds are coming in, and that's when temperatures start to really heat up. A high of 95. I wouldn't be surprised to see it a little bit higher, but you know, 95 is a very fair estimate. And then Tuesday's the day you want to be mindful of, and we saw those rain chances. Just wanted to take a quick second to remind you because we are monitoring a wave right now, actually a couple of them. People are saying, oh, the tropics are quiet right now, but we're here. So we're not very far into tropical activity for the season, so don't be caught off guard. There's some things we're going to be watching very closely as we go through this next week, so it's just something to keep in mind. Looking at your 10-day forecast, very low rain chances for tomorrow, a couple isolated showers possible. And then rains returning on Wednesday, Tuesday being your hottest day where you're going to see those high heat index values. And then once the rain comes back Wednesday, it just continues and lingers yet again. We are going to have such a high amount of rain for the year, so it's something to be prepared for. Make sure you keep heat safety in mind and get the KATC weather app to get any heat alerts that get pushed out Monday and Tuesday. That's all for now. I'll take one more look at weather coming up in just a bit.